So, as a lot of you followers or Twitch watchers, YouTube watchers of mine know, Old School RuneScape is a game that I played for quite a long time. I remember when it first came out when I was in middle school, playing it on the free games web browser and all of that, but I never got a members account, and of course I quit playing after I don't know, it was around when Dungeoneering came out. I remember I played a little bit of Dungeoneering, and I really liked Dungeoneering, but of course I quit playing RuneScape all in all for quite a long time. And I came back maybe 4 years ago, give or take, and did some free-to-play Ironman things. I really liked the concept of free-to-play because it was so simple. Um, and I did some free-to-play Ironman. I tried to do some high scores things. I had like a Ultimate Ironman. I had a combat only hardcore Ironman idea that I did, which was really fun. Tanner liked that idea and blew it out of the water, went all out on it. Though eventually it did get a little stale. I didn't have the grind mindset at that time to go all the way with that stuff because I was doing other things. So I was streaming other things, playing other games, speedrunning. So, it was only fun while it wasn't an insane grind, but eventually it became an insane grind. And I thought it was time to try members, and I did. And I had a lot of fun with it. I made a new account. It wasn't an iron, brand new. Made it members and ended up getting Quest Point Cape uh, within a couple months. I just did every single thing I could do and went all out on it. I still have that account, but it of course no longer has Quest Cape now. This was around the time the new Vampire Quest had come out during that summer. I had got Quest Point Cape right before that came out, and then I had to go do that quest to finish or to get the Quest Cape back. And that was about the time I stopped all in all. I missed it. Yeah, I needed my itch scratched, as you could say. So I made an Ironman account since I was now familiar with members and how the new skills worked and what to do with that. And it was a blast. It was actually this count here, Narcolympics. It was also around the time that I got diagnosed with narcolepsy. And of course, as you can see with the naming, it has to do with that. But of course, Swampletics, which I was watching at the time. And even since then, I have now just love watching people's irons and OSRS YouTube videos and stuff. It's just so fun. And I, of course, didn't want to do anything crazy like that, but I wanted the Ironman experience because I really like that style of play. Just buying everything isn't the most fun to me. Sorry, had to let my cat out of the room. And like I said, I just immediately had a blast with it. I did get a little burnt out though, since I had played nonstop for multiple months, getting Quest Point Cape. So I didn't play this one for too long before I stopped playing OSRS again, taking a pretty extended break. Well, I say extended, but it was, many, many months that I stopped playing. I started playing FF14, and I got back into Guild Wars 1 and things like that. Just kind of cycling the games out to stay healthy in the not getting burnout aspect. To talk about what I did on this account, the first thing I did was got 99 fire making. I had never gotten a 99 before in anything I ever played on OSRS, free to play or not. So this was really cool to me. I know it's like the usual anytime anyone ever starts an Ironman. It's quite generic and basic, but it was a big thing to me in the first time I actually had a fun grind to do. Next thing I did was working on thieving and agility. I I really like agility. Agility was one of my favorite things to do on the non-iron when I first got a members account. So this was pretty easy to grind out. I'm not sure why I never got a 60, but I didn't. And thieving. I hate thieving a lot. But I did it because I needed money on the iron, and the guide that everyone was telling me to follow was like, yeah, you got to get like a couple mil through thieving. And so I pushed and pushed and got it to 65 at least. I think that's like the cutoff for getting the higher tier, yeah, Minifite thugs. So you can get more GP through that. But then I stopped again. So after getting 99 fire making and then 65 thieving, I was a little burnt. Of course, throughout all of that, I was doing other things too, so it wasn't as miserable. Um, One of the things was Tempo Ross had came out at the time, and that was like still new. So I did that and ended up getting 81 fishing out of it, and 72 cooking. I guess came from that too. I'm not sure what I did to get so much cooking, but I'm gonna assume that's what it was. And then, of course, I did construction. I'm not sure where I got all the wood from. Maybe it was Tempo Ross where I got all the wood from. I don't remember how all the reward systems work because I just started playing this again. You know, it's been like half a year, and all that was new when I first experienced it, so my memory is really bad. And since woodcutting is a free-to-play skill that many free-to-players have gotten well over 60 in, I easily got that high enough. I don't even think I did too much time spent on that to get that well over 60. And then, yeah, that puts us where we're at now. I'm kind of got back into the game. And one of the things that I really like doing is mining, as you can tell. I've gotten a lot of mining EXP towards the end of when I stopped, and then when I've come back for a few weeks, I've just been AFKing here and in the mining guild. And I've gotten almost 79 mining now. Well, towards 79 mining, I should say. And one thing that I've always wanted to do, I like the idea of completionism, and I think one chunk is a thing that I really love the idea of. I remember when it first came out, way back when, a few years ago now, and all the craze was about it. I watched that guy's episodes and his streams. I made a free-to-play one in Lumbridge, even, and did all the wood cutting and all that. But I was, of course, free-to-play, and that got old pretty fast because there wasn't too many things to do. But the thing that made me like the idea of it so much was you're literally doing every bit of content possible in the game and every single chunk of it. And, being the OCD completionist I really liked that, the idea of that. So, what I decided to do on my comeback for this Ironman, instead of just making another new account to do some completionist challenge, I figured just use what I have. It doesn't make any difference. I'm not actually doing any special or unique challenge out of this, but I want to try to do every bit of content that the game has to offer and see what it's like, how it feels, grind out all the things that may seem useless or pointless to most accounts, but just to say I experienced it. And that leads us back to what I was talking about with the mining guild. I got all of the unidentifiable ores needed for the mining gloves, the tier up mining gloves, and then the one that combines them all. I mined thousands of iron, and I ended up getting bored of mining iron after thousands of it. So I would do other things, even while streaming, and mine like Addy ore, since it would take, at least a few hits to get sometimes, and I could do other things while mining it. So I ended up getting a few thousand Addy ore too, and eventually got all the the unidentified minerals for that and bought everything that you could get with the minerals. So we kind of cleared out the completionist part of the mining guild, basically. And since I've came back as well, I don't know where it is. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. You have the whole challenge thing, combat tasks, and collections log, and all this other stuff. That wasn't there whenever I was playing originally, so it kind of like supports the idea I had of what I wanted to do with this account and what I want to do in the game. So with all of that in mind, we're now at the Motherlode Mine here. I got the Prospector outfit before I had quit, but I didn't get anything else. I stopped after that. So I've since came back and started getting more nuggets and mining. We've gotten a small handful of levels since I got back. I was already over 70. I think I was maybe like 72 or something after we finished the unidentified minerals grind. 73, somewhere around there. So I've gotten over 200 nuggets now, working towards 79 mining. Got the upper level. And the next thing we're going to be getting, I'm not sure. I don't remember what I said would be the smarter thing to do. I think it was the upgraded sack for 200. And then after we get the 200 for the upgraded sack, we will get the coal bag, which is really important, and the gym bag, which is also important. I guess I wouldn't say as important as the coal bag, but we'll be getting both of those before we leave here. And so we will literally have all the unlocks and items out of this place. And I guess we can go ahead and show the playtime. What is this? Yes. 12 days and 22 hours of total playtime. Here's the stats again. Of course, a lot of that was from thieving, fire making, and tempo ross and mining. So that's where we're at for that. I can do a quick bank reveal. I've kind of just tossed everything into the main thing that I haven't felt like organizing because I'm pretty lazy. I think I kept a suit of mithril for the Warriors Guild when I get to it. I got my hammer robes, some caskets. I farmed this runes semi. Took a very long time. I was really unlucky for that drop rate. I did it at ZMI. I think that's where most of my mage levels came from. I've got all my food here. I did go get the angler outfit. This was again before tempo ross was even a thing, or before they changed how the, I forget what it is, ferry trawler, whatever it's called, fishing trawler, worked. So I haven't even experienced how that works now, the new way it works. We did get a couple uniques, the tackle box and fish barrel. We didn't get the dragon harpoon. Of course, that would have been really lucky if we did, but I really want to try to get it, so I probably will be going back to tempo ross eventually. And of course, we got the Tome of Water, 2 Tomes of Fire when we got to 99 fire making, and almost 600 pages. We don't have a lot of runes because, we haven't done too much really on this account at all. And the mining tab where I have, almost 12k iron, 3.5k addy. We're going to be getting a little bit more on this as we finish off on the Motherlode Mine. I'm only 34 nuggets out of 200 for the sack upgrade. And then we need another 200 after that. And also, I forget what it was called. It was Under Frost Mountain update they had. I came back and did some of that. I remember I ended up getting all the pieces for the Bear Knight Mace, which was BIS for free to play at one point. I think they nerfed it. I don't remember. I got the Mkando hammer, which was a really cool hammer. I like the idea with that. We have 1 identified mineral left. And of course we got the wood cutting tab with all of our wood, which we've used almost everything we had. We still have quite a good many planks. I don't know what you would use normal planks for. I don't even know if those are worth to even use for EXP, since you'd be spending money to unnote them. I don't know. But here's all the fire making things that we got. We got 3 torches and 3 gloves. I'll trade those in eventually. I figured I might be going for more winter dot. Not entirely sure yet. And then we have like the Herblore tab. Even on the non-iron when I got free to or members, I didn't do much with farming or Herblore things like that. I think the way I got my 70 farming was just through planting trees. I didn't do herb patch runs or anything like that, so I'm going to be having to learn how to do all of that. I have watched a lot of it, so I kind of have a general idea, but how to do it properly and efficiently, no idea. But I've been saving everything I've been getting since then just to, have it for when the time comes for that. In our Boeing tab, it's pretty pathetic. We did get a little bit of fletching out of the way. I think we're like in the 50s. But yeah, I expect this to probably blow up eventually. But right now, it's not that good. I've been saving, well, I was saving all the bones and heads that I got for Prey XP because even on the non-iron, on the members account, getting the 70 prayer was pretty tough. And I wasn't being given money by people. Some of my friends had let me borrow some gear to do some really tough quests, like Dragon Slayer 2, for example. Because the gear I had, I had like a rune crossbow and really, really bad gear. Because I didn't know how to do any in-game content. And I was like doing the fight fine, but I just didn't have the DPS and I would run out of food with Sarah brews and all that. So they gave me like a little bit of a gear upgrade to be able to push through that, but no one really ever gave me money, so I still kind of had to do it all myself. And holy crap, it was not easy. So I figured I might as well just save everything I get, starting with the goblin heads and normal bones up to, I think long bones are for construction EXP though, but the big bones and soul giant heads and so forth. And then here I was putting like quest items and event items that I was getting. I don't know what of this I even need to keep at this point. It's been so long. Something that's kind of mixed in here, but yep, that's the bank. We're almost 25 mil value, which is pretty cool considering don't even know where I left off with things. Oh yeah, we got our RD cape too. Very important. We did get full graceful. I think, yeah, I have full graceful already, which is good. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'll probably, as things progress, once I finish here, I'll probably choose another thing and say, hey, I want to skill this next, and then choose an area for that skill and try to clear things out for that area. It's just mining's like really AFK, at least the way that I'm doing it, and it seemed fitting that the mining guild and this, since they're literally on top of each other and have very set completionist aspects to them in terms of the shops and things to unlock, that it'd be a good place to start. And, mining EXP too. Mining and ores and all that is just going to be huge for an Ironman in general. And we will go from there. I have no idea what we're doing next. Maybe I'll try to go back to thieving and do some more thieving and see what fun, unique things we can do in that area over there in terms of challenges or the new achievements and things like that. Maybe there's items over there that I don't even know about that I can grind some things out to unlock. You never know until you go over there and start doing it, which is, one of the cool things about this game, especially for people who haven't played it, all day, every day for years on end. As someone who just dabbles in it, goes real hard for short durations. I am still primarily focusing on Guild Wars 1 right now. I am taking a break from FF14. I do have the 100% completion series I'm working on for that, which has made really good progress, and the community is really cool. And I really like FF14 a ton. But right now it's mostly Guild Wars 1 that I'm working on. So, this mining thing's probably going to take quite a while to be getting, almost 400 more nuggets before we leave here. I have no idea what our mining level or amount will be when we leave, but it will be a really good start, and I think it's worth it in the end, just for the ores alone. But of course, for the completionist aspects too. I guess I should probably check some achievements and challenges in this area before I leave as well. So yeah, as we progress this, I'll probably do video updates. This will probably be a really drawn out series though, and not something I post very often of. But will as new things happen and whatnot. It's definitely not going to be one of those I got a level here and there and so forth kind of series. There's enough of those on YouTube of really awesome creators. I don't see why I need to be doing that either, with how I am with uploads or creation in general. I do plan on doing a Shattered Relics update in Leagues. I'm still kind of iffy about the idea of Leagues and me, but I guess you can see whenever I do that video, which will probably be coming out before too long, on what I think of that and if I would be doing it and whatnot. But until next time, see ya.